It's hard to talk to your client when she's one of your suspects. That's why I always get my money up front. She didn't like my questions about her either.
Now, the police call it suicide. They're wrong. Do you know that he kept a loaded gun in his desk drawer? That proves that he was in fear of his life.
Who all knew about this gun in his drawer?
Everybody.
I see your brother's an art collector.
I'm the art collector. Austin Bueller got me interested, and he's found me quite a few good bargains. That Van Dyke, for instance, portrait of the artist's daughter.
Oh, yes, I know quite a bit about art. Did Jessica show you the Van Dyke in the hall? I got it for her for only $80,000.
It's a bargain, huh?
Oh, yes. All the paintings in the house came to her through me. Millions of dollars worth.
I'd heard that Austin was the last person to see Derek alive. He confirmed the rumor. Derek had gone up to his room at 6:45. He and Austin had a meeting scheduled for 7. When Austin went up to see him, Derek complained of being too tired.
And so we postponed the meeting. I left his room at 7:05.
And he was still alive?
After I left, he spoke to me through the door. Pembroke was right beside me. Derek said he didn't want to be disturbed. It was about 3.5 hours later when we heard the shot. I was in the North Porch with Jessica and the doctor.
Remember, here, this is something I haven't even told the police. This is for you. But Derek Reardon and little Sissy were having an affair.
17-year-old?
Disgusting, but true. When he wasn't sneaking into her room at nights, she was sneaking into his.
Were they planning to get together last night?
I don't know. They don't publish it.
Now it was time to hear Pembroke's alibi. He'd been in Elisa's room going over the household accounts. Elisa heard a noise outside. She sent Pembroke to look around. Pembroke was out on the grounds under Elisa's window when they heard the shot. It was all very convenient. Elisa says she saw Pembroke standing outside. Pembroke says he saw Elisa standing at her own window.
Shots, he came back.
You needn't fish, Mr. Kavanaugh. Yes, I knew about my husband's indiscretions.
About Sissy?
What could I have done?
Despite her appearance, Elisa wasn't having an affair herself. She didn't even marry Derek for his money. In fact, she asked for a divorce without alimony. For a woman, that's character. Much of my information about Elisa had come from Derek's brother. Tom and Elisa used to sit in the parlor and play gin. Platonic friendship. She'd tell him her troubles, he'd tell her what card to play.
You benefit by his death, don't you, old sport?
Everyone benefits. But I inherit, yes, so do Jessica and Elisa.
And where were you last night?
I was helping Sissy with her homework.
Oh, where?
There's a schoolroom on the 3rd floor.
You were both there at 10:30.
She's quite a bit behind, and her exams start Thursday.
What were you studying?
Algebra.
You're pretty handsome for a detective.
Oh, not really. We're a fairly handsome lot. As tempting a piece of jail bait as I'd ever seen.
And we were just becoming friends.
I decided not to waste any time on Sissy.
That's the worst part.
She did tell me she was the first to arrive at the scene of the crime, and normally that'd make me suspicious. She didn't have any motive. Derek had told everybody he was planning to change the will in her favor. She told me how much trouble she was having in school and how good Uncle Tom was at math because he was so good at cards. And I left to make a phone call.
Give me all you got, darling. I need it.
Poor baby. He was shot once in the stomach from very close range.
That does away with suicide.
Why?
Men don't shoot themselves in the stomach. It's like people who wear glasses. They take them off before they jump out a window.
Huh. The things you learn.
Look, old man. There's something confidential you ought to know.
What's that, pal?
Helena Crane is pregnant.
How do you know?
I'm a doctor.
Who's the daddy?
That she wouldn't tell me.
Somebody in the house?
Quite possibly. Don't look at me.
Well, I guess the police checked the ground underneath the window for the footprints and everything, huh?
First thing.
And?
Nothing.
I don't suppose the rain might have washed
No
it?
rain.
No rain?
No rain.
No rain.
There had been several household accidents of late. A tile fell from the roof, almost hit him. There was a small electrical fire in his bedroom. Derek became very nervous. He said that he knew someone was out to kill him, but he wasn't going to sit still and wait for it to happen.
Did you believe him?
At the time, they just seemed like accidents. But of course, he is dead now, isn't he?
I asked Bueller what he knew about Derek's womanizing, and I got a very interesting answer. According to Bueller, Derek had kept a diary of all his conquests. a very explicit diary which he kept locked up in his bottom drawer.